The first goal shouldn't have happened. There's a lot of complaints that it hit the wiring, and that's supposed to be a drop.
It said FIFA acknowledged it. They were like, okay, yes, we understand that it looked like it happened, but on
On the ball sensor?
it showed nothing. But apparently, when it's that high up, sometimes it doesn't fully track what's happening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Brothers in the Box. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not coming home.
What do you mean it's not coming home? England won yesterday.
England is losing to Argentina.
Nah.
In the semifinals.
Nah.
Yeah, let's just get right into it. Quarterfinals are done.
I want to know about your week.
You do?
I do, yeah. I'm actually genuinely interested.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
I actually had a very fun week.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of going out. I don't think mom and dad were too happy.
Yeah.
But I spent a lot of time with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Did a bunch of stuff. Me and Elise, we went to go play soccer together, and honestly, one of the most fun sports outing experiences that I've had in a while.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's also the vibe around the city. It's just because of FIFA.
Yeah.
It just makes it that much better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've just been really getting into soccer right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
How about you? How was your week?
It was good. Just grinding at the gym.
Now, your life is boring right now. Just on the grind.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I eat chicken and potatoes and I work out.
No, it's fair though. I see the progression.
Yeah, but my week was definitely made yesterday.
Yes.
With Jude Bellingham coming in clutch yet again for England. But yeah, let's recap this amazing quarterfinal.
Yeah, very, very exciting.
We started off with France, Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
France ended up winning 2-0. It was an interesting game from the jump.
Yeah.
You could tell that France was very dominant.
Morocco just never seemed to fully.
Yeah, they really settled into the game. I feel like this was the case with every underdog in this round.
Yeah.
Every team kind of played their own style of harambal, played a low block, trying to just break on the counter, especially if they weren't a heavy possession team.
Yeah.
Teams like Morocco and Belgium.
I think especially for teams like the underdog, there's more pressure involved. If I'm being okay, all the people that I expected to win won.
Yeah.
In this quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show
maybe not in convincing fashion
for some, but definitely for a lot of them. Or they still won. They still won.
I think the only
convincing one was France.
France, yeah.
I knew all of these teams were gonna win, and it happened.
Yeah, I mean all the favorites won.
Regardless,
all the favorites.
Yeah, regardless of whether it was not convincing or convincing, they still won.
It's true. Yeah, a lot of the teams you found were in a low block, just trying to break on the counter and find some opportunities. And to be honest, Morocco had a couple opportunities, and Mbappé got his penalty saved.
Yes,
and that was a big moment of the game. It was really interesting because the time from which the penalty was awarded and when the referee blew his whistle for Mbappé to take it was a very extended period of time.
Was there a reason for that?
I don't think so, because they did the check. They did the VAR check, and then he was standing over the ball for, I want to say, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Just him and the keeper, everybody else outside the box.
Yeah.
And I feel like that really does something to you mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, even taking a penalty is basically all mental.
It is 100%.
We talked about this. Me and Elise played basketball growing up, and it's basically just taking a free throw. You should score, and you should make obviously, there's a keeper in your way.
Yeah.
So there's an extra added, I don't know, just piece to it. But the person, the penalty taker, has a huge advantage.
Yep. Interestingly enough, I watched a video yesterday about the science behind penalties.
Yeah.
And just what happens and what metrics go into a player making or missing. So one of the prime metrics is that if a player is looking at the net and is concentrated on the net, they're more likely to make it. If their gaze drops to look at the ball or they go above, I don't know what the percentage is exactly, but they're more likely to miss the penalty than make it.
So last World Cup, when Harry Kane took the penalty, he was looking above.
Oh, okay. The second metric is the amount of time they take after the whistle.
Okay, and I'm guessing the shorter amount you score, you're more likely to score.
Actually, the opposite.
Interesting.
If you take less than 3 seconds between the whistle,
after the whistle is blown.
blown,
okay,
if you take less than 3 seconds to do your run up, you're actually less likely to score compared to if you take longer than 3 seconds.
I see.
Which is really interesting, right?
Because I feel like a lot of players, if you want to show your dominance, you just run through the ball. Basically, you just
100%, yeah,
power into the back of the net.
And from what the studies were saying is it's because of the fact that 3 seconds gives you a chance to center yourself and to just compose, and you're able to just perform and do what you need. Because, and for Mbappé, Mbappé is a certified like baller, and
he's the dictator.
He doesn't miss penalties.
No, he shouldn't. It's the same thing with Messi.
Exactly, and Messi, we saw in the round of 16 miss a penalty against Cabo Verde.
Who did they play?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
It's hard to keep track with all these teams.
Cabo Verde was round of 32, right?
Yeah. Argentina played.
My God.
I'm just gonna check.
That's insane that we don't remember.
That's honestly very poor from us.
It is.
Oh, Egypt.
It was Egypt, yes.
Yes, they got robbed.
Yeah,
they got
did,
robbed.
yeah.
Yes.
That there should have been a penalty given to Egypt at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Holy collapse, though.
Yeah.
Up 2-0 and you can't finish. Like,
no, it's
2-0 in soccer is basically a game over. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just play haram ball for the rest
Yeah, you
of the
can,
game.
literally.
And if you let one in, then you have one more.
Yeah, exactly.
One more cushion.
Exactly. No, yeah. So I think that moment of that break in between where it's just him and the keeper, I think that really plays with you mentally, because it's hard to stay locked in that moment.
Yeah.
But he ended up potting another one, and then Dembele got one as well.
Yeah, both the assists from Mbappé as well.
Both really nice goals. This French attack is just insane. Like
it's definitely gonna be a lot to deal with.
It's gonna be a very tough challenge for Spain.
I think I'm excited to watch this game because I think it's gonna be either very high scoring, or it's gonna be a very tight battle.
I think both teams are gonna try and control possession.
I agree, because Spain plays with possession.
Yeah, Spain, but they both do.
Yeah,
but the thing is for Spain, and we'll get into the Spain-Belgium game in a moment, but the counterattack for France is just so incredibly lethal. Yeah. Like, the fact that you have, like, two of the best players in the world who are playing in that front three, and then maybe, possibly, one of the best guys in the world at the moment who's able to find players in Olysee, it's just a recipe for success especially on the counter. Like, forget playing with possession for France. Spain's going to give up, I want to say, 10 to 15 chances on the counter, if we're being realistic.
No, because the thing with Spain is how they play is they like pushing up and making those small passes in the attacking half and waiting for the perfect chance to fall through, and then they usually do capitalize on those chances, and that's how they do score. It's a nice ball in, and then they usually just smack it.
Yeah, and they're bound to give up chances on the break, and it's going to be a very tough challenge for Cucurella and Pedro Porro.
Yeah.
And I think those are going to be the guys that are going to have either the biggest difference or are going to fall the shortest on the Spanish team.
But I think
you also might see Rodri play a little like a touchback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I also think, like, we can just move into this Spain game as well.
And also, our player of the game for the France game was Mbappé.
Yeah, if that wasn't already clear.
Yeah.
But for this Spain game and just the whole tournament in general, I feel like I haven't seen everything out of this Spain team. Like,
I agree.
especially,
I agree
like,
with you.
I know it's a little bit of a glaze, but especially Lamine Yamal.
Yeah,
I understand he's hurt. I understand he's hurt,
dealing with something.
But still, if you look at the last two times they've played France. He scored once at the Euros against them to tie up the game, and then he scored again on this like nasty little like flick into the box, and it was like all by himself. And I think that's like that level of impact and that level of pressure he thrives under, and he's like one of those players that I think will perform, and that's why I believe so much in the Spain team.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be very crucial.
Yeah,
in if you guys are to advance, and it's a big if, because this is the biggest challenge you faced in the tournament thus far.
Yeah, I think it'll be the biggest challenge of the tournament, regardless of how far we go.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think he's gonna be extremely crucial.
Yeah,
I liked what I saw from him creativity wise in the Belgium game.
He had the shots.
It's just the execution wasn't, like, the finishing wasn't there. But even for those of you who watched the Spanish versus Belgium game, it wasn't a convincing victory for me.
No,
at least I think if Courtois doesn't get hurt, it definitely goes into extra time. I think you guys still win either in extra time or in penalties.
Yeah.
But the fact that you were able to, luck was definitely a little bit on your side.
A little bit.
But Jeremy Doku, carved up the midfield and the defense on many occasions. And the fact that Jeremy Doku is doing that,
I mean, that's not
and Doku's a great player.
Yeah.
Doku's a great player. But it scares me a little for your team about what Dembele and Mbappé are going to do.
Yeah.
Especially, and the fact that, KDB is great, and he can still assist great, but the level that Olysee is at right now is what maybe not as to where KDB was in his prime, but it's very close.
Yeah, I get that, but I understand that France is a very scary team, and there's a lot of like. I'm not going to argue with the fact that they're insane, but I still think that Spain has a chance.
And I'm glad you have confidence because you got to support your team.
No, literally.
The other thing that I will say before we move on to the best game of the quarterfinals. Yeah,
sure. Yeah, it was most exciting to watch.
Yeah, it was the most exciting.
I mean, the Argentina game was actually kind of fire at the end.
Yeah, it was. But what I will say is you need to start Raya because Unai Simon is just, or Simon, however you want to say it, that goal should not have gone in for Belgium. That should have been a save. First of all.
Yeah.
And second, the way he plays, even you saw it at the end in the added time where he came up so far. And the only reason why it wasn't Belgium didn't equalize was because I think it was Pedro Porro who was standing there at the net to clear it.
I think so.
And got it away from Lukaku.
Yeah.
But this guy just plays an irrational style of goalkeeping that for me, if I was a Spain fan, it wouldn't ease me.
Okay,
and the fact that you're benching the Golden Glove winner of the Premier League on the team that won the Prem this year, it's insane to me.
I agree with you, but we played him for the whole tournament, and this was one game out of the tournament. And yes, it's the quarterfinals. And yes, there's a lot of pressure, but in other games, he's come up so big in a lot of like if you look at his past few performances, it's not just been like 1 save, 2 save. It's been like a solid 3 to 5 saves, and I think he will show that in the France game. Like
I hope. For your sake, I hope you're right. I just think
because he's still a very good.
He's a good keeper. I just think the way he plays, he's bound to make a mistake, and this French team is gonna capitalize like more than other teams that you guys have played in the tournament so far.
Mm-hmm. Our player of the game, though, we gave it to Rodri. Just a good performance from him. Really, like he's literally it's kind of like the Odegaard of Spain, where it's just like he's the person that's gonna give the ball to everyone, and
El Capitan.
Yeah, literally just the enforcer on the offensive end.
Yeah. Our third quarterfinal match was England-Norway. The 3 Lions get it done in extra time. Jude Bellingham was excellent yet again. Like this guy is in perfect form right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can say about him.
Yeah, I mean he's looking amazing. I don't know how many times you can bail out your team.
I know. It was a very sweaty win.
It was very, very close. Honestly, I'm not convinced. Like if Haaland made that push, yes, but like if
I know that in the game there was 2 goals taken back, one from offside from England and one because there was a foul before the corner was taken for Norway. And the game was pushed to extra time. The goal that Norway scored was a beauty.
Yeah.
I don't know if he meant to do that. I think from what it looked like, I think it was a cross into the far post.
It doesn't matter.
But at the same time, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it went in the net.
Exactly. And then also just the sloppy chance that the 2-on-1 that Norway had and just not getting it to Haaland. That's so poor.
There also was a little bit of controversy in the game because
your first goal shouldn't have happened.
Apparently, the first goal shouldn't have happened. There's a lot of complaints that it hit the wiring and that's supposed to be a drop, like a ball drop.
Yeah. And I saw a video on it and it said FIFA like acknowledged it and they were like, okay, yes, we understand that it looked like it happened, but on like the
ball sensor,
it showed nothing.
Okay.
But apparently when it's that high up, sometimes it doesn't fully track what's happening, and they still released it for some reason.
I see. And my thing also is I want to win fair and square. Like I don't want to win because of a technicality that's I don't want to be Argentina. Yeah. I don't want to get blessed by the refs with like 2 yellows that shouldn't have been, like the second yellow that shouldn't have happened. But we'll get into that next. My thing is you have a virtual assistant referee. You have VAR. You have the trackers in the ball. Why aren't you taking a little bit of a longer look at that?
Yeah,
and making the correct call?
No, because after the goal went in, the Norway players did complain about it. Like the keeper complained about it, and there's multiple other like visible people on the pitch that were complaining. And
it doesn't. But even visually, the zoomed in version doesn't really.
It looks like it came down pretty fast, but that could have just been.
It could have just been the ball director. Yeah, right.
But I don't know how you can just like sit there and not do anything about it.
I will say though, to any of the Norway fans or any of the probably US fans that are cheering for Norway now, was a well-refed game.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, because if the refs were rooting for, or like they were in favor of England, then Jed Spence would have won that penalty and the game would have ended 3-1.
It was. I think it was a good call though. I
It
don't think
wasn't
it
a penalty. It wasn't a
because Jed
penalty.
Spence did put his foot in front. So
He did.
He's kind of fishing for the contact a little bit.
He is, and I thought that he had won the game with that. Me and Ishan were talking about it, and while we were watching the game, and I was like, "Yo, Jed Spence is gonna come on and win the game for England," and he almost did.
He almost did.
He got the penalty, and then he had the chance that the keeper saved.
Yeah.
At the end there.
Yeah.
So I mean, what matters is the 3 Lions advanced. They play Argentina on Wednesday. The first quarterfinal is on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But this
Spain, France.
Yeah, and obviously our player of the match was Jude Bellingham. Absolute stunner of a performance.
Absolutely. But yeah.
Also, I really liked how Gordon played.
Yeah,
Again.
I think your wingers lack creativity. Like
No,
like once Saka came on, sure there was a little bit more. I liked it how he challenged his
but Gordon was good. I don't think he was as good as he was in the Mexico game. I think that was his best. That was his best game.
That's also because the defenders are better.
Sure,
and Argentina's defenders are good.
Sure, but you have to start Saka. You cannot start Madueke.
No, I think it's the same thing with Spain. Is they've been like, yes, they know the competition is fierce, but they haven't been putting they've been giving some players more rest than they think. Like if I was Spain, I would have just started Nico and see how he played. And then if worst case scenario, you take him off.
No, but I think there's something really seriously wrong with him. Like he played really poorly he played what, like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and it just wasn't.
It wasn't great, but also
he missed all 3 of his crossing opportunities.
Yeah,
and it just he didn't look like he had the same pace either.
No, but also for a player like Rodri, only played 48 minutes.
Yeah,
so he could definitely play Pedri.
Rodri played all 90. Yeah.
Pedri played only 48 minutes. He could definitely play all 90.
Yeah, please start Fabian Ruiz as well. I don't know why you're leaving him on the bench.
But yeah, there's a lot of players that we can still start. It's the same thing with England. And then, I think we'll have the full rosters.
And then crucially, I think nobody got a yellow. And so everybody will still be available for the semifinals and then the finals or / third place game. Barring they get a red. Yeah.
Jude, this is your chance, buddy.
The last quarterfinal was Argentina-Switzerland, which ended 3-1 in favor of Argentina. We didn't really fully watch the game. We had a couple errands to run.
We didn't really watch the first half. We watched more of the second half, the end of the second half and then extra time.
And extra time, yeah, more.
Honestly, it was kind of from what I saw, was Argentina had control of the ball.
This was obviously... We saw the first Argentina goal. It was pretty nice.
I honestly thought it was similar to how Mexico played against England, where they kind of had chances, but they never really fully. They were just trying to cross it in and get a chance on goal. And I think
they also lacked a little bit of creativity.
Yeah, but I feel like it's difficult because you're so high. You're pressing as much as possible. There's so many bodies in the box. So as soon as you try and take someone 1-on-1, there's another person that's gonna come, and you don't have enough time to pass that. It's so crammed.
This team is worse than the 2022 team.
No, I agree. There's not as much chemistry. You look at half the goals that were scored in the World Cup final in 2022, and the chemistry and just that ability. It's not because it's not just Messi magic. It's literally everyone on the team is pushing the ball, pushing it together. But right now, it just seems like they lack creativity without Messi. I mean, the game-winning goal
was beautiful. It was just perfectly placed by Alvarez,
and it kind of just showed. It kind of showed me how scary. I didn't really I know all these younger players and older players are all they're nasty because they're on this team. But if they can do because no keeper, I don't think is saving that.
No, it's a perfectly placed shot.
Literally,
it's a perfectly placed shot.
I don't know how.
But I don't think anybody is saving that Norway shot.
No, either. Yeah. So I know how scary this Argentina team is, and even though they have an older version of Messi, they have all these players that don't look as good as they did in 2022. They're still amazing. They're still the defending champs.
They are the defending champs. They're still an amazing team. I'm just not as scared of them as I thought I would be. Yeah. Just because of the performances that I've seen. The fact that the yellow was not warranted.
Yeah.
The second yellow, and he should not have been sent off. I don't know. I think the fact that they got the red, Switzerland got the red at the 76th minute, and then it took them till 114 minutes to score another goal, like that's
It's not absurdly convincing.
no. And there's moments,
But
moments that Switzerland looked better.
Yeah, but at the same
Especially
time,
when they're pressing, like they gave Argentina a lot to think about.
yeah, but when you look at I did not think England was gonna have this much trouble with Norway.
I didn't either. I to be honest,
And
I agree. I agree with you.
with all things considering, the fact that Haaland didn't play a lot of the extra time.
He didn't play half.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know why they took him off.
I don't know why either, because I feel like you would have wanted him, especially when
It's like the perfect
at
opportunity for
the
Haaland.
end when they subbed on Dan Burns and they took off Jude and they were really just parking the bus.
Yeah.
And Norway had a couple free kick opportunities. I feel like you would have really wanted Haaland in the box with his athletic ability and his finishing ability to try and pot another one.
I think he wanted to be playing. I don't know if he was dealing with an injury or
Maybe
something.
he was dealing with cramps or
Yeah. There's a lot of different things.
He looked a bit shocked when
they did
sub him off. Yeah.
Yeah. But they tried their best. Ultimately,
Nothing to be ashamed of for Norway.
Yeah.
And
very exciting semifinal match.
Yeah. Big heavyweight duels coming up. Very excited for that. Not a lot has been going on with hockey.
No, I mean we're in the basically the
we're in the dry era of the NHL.
The off season.
The biggest news I think for this week was the fact that the Anaheim Ducks matched the $18 million offer sheet from the Philadelphia Flyers, and so Leo Carlsson is staying in Anaheim. $18 million for 5 years is the contract.
In my opinion, I understand how good Leo Carlsson is, and I know you're high. I know you're high on him.
I don't.
But I think they should have just taken the 4 picks.
I would have taken the 4 picks as well.
Because I think you can get a lot more for that.
I 100% agree, and I know Philly made the playoffs this year. I don't think they're a playoff team next year.
No, I don't think so either.
I know they made some noise this year. I don't think they're a playoff team next year. Like it just
4 unprotected first round picks.
I think one of them could be top 5 pick.
Like for the next 2 years,
it's 4 in the next 5 years.
4 in the next 5 years. So that's Landon DuPont's draft.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I'm being honest, yes, I understand you want to keep your.
But now you're in a very tough position.
You have to go trade someone else.
And to be honest, I feel like this is a fireable offense for the GM.
Yeah, because you could have signed him
in the middle of the season or last off season. You could have extended him,
but you didn't think think the whole league would be hungry because it wasn't just Philly, because Philly just made the biggest splash, but there was 4 other teams
who are willing to pay him. Not as much as Philly was, but still probably give him at least 15.
There's huge offer sheets. But yeah, I don't know
just
what
an absolute drop of the ball.
It's similar to what the Oilers did with Holloway and Broberg.
Yeah, I mean I don't think to the same extent.
Yeah.
But just really big drop of the ball. You have time. And I think it's honestly, I can't remember the name of the Ducks GM.
I don't know.
But I think it's him just being a little bit greedy. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, that's fair.
And not valuing players as much as they should be.
You also still have to sign Cutter,
who should at least get 15 mil.
He's asked for 15 mil, which in fairness is more than fair.
He's gonna score 50 goals next year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's gonna score 50 goals next year.
He's gonna be competing with Matt Savoy for the Rocket record.
In our dreams, no, he's gonna be competing with Cole Caulfield for the Rocket.
Yeah, most likely. But yeah, I think it's poor from the Ducks management. They could have done so much better, but they have him now.
They do.
And
they'll try and move some contracts and get their stuff sorted out so that they can keep Cutter as well. But we'll see what that happens, and we'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah. The
other offer sheet that was matched this week was Barret Hayton, who was offer sheeted by the Devils, which we mentioned last podcast, and the Utah Mammoth have matched that offer sheet for him. I think it was around $6 million.
Yeah, I think it was 5, maybe 6.5.
I like the move from the Mammoth to back him.
Yeah,
he's a great player, and it shows that the Mammoth believe in.
Oh yeah, it was not crazy expensive. It was 1 year for $4.775.
I think it just shows that the Mammoth want to keep him, and
they believe in him.
They believe in him, and they want to see at least a little bit more, at least 1 more year of what he has to offer before maybe sending him to a long-term deal or possibly trading him at the deadline.
And then very big news for Chicago. Bedard is out for the next 4 months. He's going to miss the beginning of the season. He injured his shoulder in practice. We talked about this last podcast episode.
Yeah. I think it was the same shoulder that he injured last year.
Yeah, so he just re-injured it.
He did have, I think he had successful surgery again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now Bowen Byram, you are the new face of the Chicago Blackhawks.
I don't know who had the worst offseason, if it was Anaheim or Chicago.
Yeah.
A case could also be made for the Sharks.
No. Their trade was too good.
Which one?
Like not trade.
Their draft. Yeah, their draft was very good. Their signings.
Their draft was too good.
The signings.
The signing and the Darnold. Okay, I'm happy you guys got rid of him, but those two trades. I understand you have the cap space, but still, like. I don't know how I feel about
the fact that the Sharks could roll out with the 1-2 of Nurse and Trouba is absolutely insane.
It's like $17 million for one line of defense. That's absurd.
It's the most expensive. Also, Colorado hasn't re-signed Makar, and I feel like he could get 19.
Well, after Carlsson got 18, he wants to be the most paid player.
I think it changes the game now that Carlsson got 18. Yeah. I'm sure that there was what is Krill at?
17?
17 and a half?
I think so.
So I'm sure that Colorado was like, okay, we'll give you 18. And then now Carlsson is the highest paid player. And so
19 or 20.
Makar is thinking 18.5 or 19 for sure. For sure. I think 20 and a half is the most you can give.
In 2 years. McDavid's getting 25.
Just to stay in Edmonton. A quick Oilers update. Colton Dach re-signed with the Oilers on a 2-year deal at $1.2 million.
Very much so like this deal.
I do like this deal. It gives us a chance to see what he has to offer. Again, I really like what he did for us in the playoffs and towards the end of that season, even though he did get hurt.
I like the physical presence this team is like turning into.
Yeah, especially with the Matthew Joseph signing and then now Colton Dach re-signing.
Yeah.
And then Trent Frederick better do something this year.
Working on more of the defensive end and the penalty killing that was really lackluster. We have the ability to have that powerful power play, and it's just maxing out the potential on those special teams.
Yeah, special teams is what wins you
It's
games.
literally what got us to the 2024 finals.
It is,
and it got us
100%. It is. So now with the new Colton Dach signing, the Oilers have $4.7 million in cap space left, which is still a good amount. And so Ishan and I have lined up a couple potential signing targets and a couple potential trade targets that maybe Stan Bowman might consider going into the season. I hope that they fill the top 6 winger position before the season starts and not waiting until the deadline to go find somebody, because I would rather have time to experiment, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and you know what, you go make a trade at the deadline. But
like, you look at the Mangiapane experiment, it didn't work, so we traded him.
Exactly.
It's like you have to do something though, and there's a spot alongside McDavid that's open right now, and I'm more than happy for one of these players to come fill in that slot.
Exactly. And so our top signing target would be Vladimir Tarasenko. He's a little bit older. He brings Stanley Cup pedigree to the Oilers.
Wouldn't be a crazy expensive contract either.
I don't think so. I think they could still have some cap space left. He's a little older now, so his talent is still there, but maybe his ability isn't where it used to be.
It's more probably like a not as much of a superstar or shooter role as much, but more of a mentor role for Matson Boy, as well as even for McDavid.
And he's a finisher, so and McDavid is going to do the work, as we saw with Zach Hyman.
So do your OV thing and just sit in your spot and bury the goals.
The second potential signing target would be Anthony Mantha, who is currently unrestricted free agent. He had a good season with Pittsburgh last year. I wouldn't be surprised if they do bring him back.
He had his breakout season last year. He wasn't amazing in his prime.
No.
And then he kind of did well with Pittsburgh. I could see
I feel like it would be a little bit more of a gamble compared to Tarasenko.
I agree, but I like taking a risk as long as there's the ability to trade the player.
Exactly. We can't be offering crazy no movement or no trade clauses.
Yeah. And then the most unrealistic but still possible signing target is Patrick Kane. He's still up for grabs. I'm sure. I don't know. We haven't heard anything if the Oilers have talked to him yet, but I'm sure Stan Bowman will hopefully try and get in on him.
He should do his due diligence.
Yeah, see if he's open, coming maybe for a $4 million contract. I wouldn't hate that deal.
No.
It gives
like a 4x1.
He is nasty.
I would give him a 4x1.
Yeah. Give him 1 year. I think for all of these players, you'd give him 1 year. And just boosting up that ability to try and score as many goals as possible. And he's an amazing passer as well.
Yeah.
So McDavid could definitely reach that like 60 goal mark if he's playing alongside Patrick Kane.
Absolutely. The top trade targets that we've outlined for the Oilers at the moment, with number 1 being Frank Vetrano The Ducks, as we have just talked about, are in an interesting spot, a tight spot, and they need to move some money out in order to keep Cutter.
Yeah.
And that presents an opportunity for the Oilers.
Yeah, the 3 players that they said they were open to trading were Killorn, Kreider, and Vetrano.
Vetrano's contract fits the best.
The other 2 are 6.5 or 6.6. Vetrano's 4.5, so it makes more sense for the Oilers. He would just barely fit into the cap. We could potentially give back a player, someone like Janmark.
I mean, we don't have Janmark signed.
He's not signed.
No.
I thought he is.
And I don't think Henrique is signed either.
Yeah, Henrique is not signed.
Good.
We let him walk. Janmark still has 1 more year.
He still has 1 more year.
But he does have a modified 10-team no-trade list.
I don't think actually, maybe Anaheim might be on it.
Maybe he wants to go play with the guys that beat us.
Yeah.
But there's always the potential of getting someone back. We can also use that money to sign another depth forward like Curtis Lazar, who was a decent center, but I don't think we need any more centers.
I don't think we need Lazar.
We have our 4 centers already. But yeah, our next potential trade target is Rickard Rakell. More unrealistic.
Coming in at $5 million, yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely have to give up.
It'd be a good package that would need to come to hit for him, and they would most likely need to retain salary. If they could retain 20 to 40%, it would be ideal. But we'd have to give back definitely a prospect and for sure some picks.
Yeah, it would be a tough deal to make for Sandbowman. And the same thing with the DeBrusk deal, who's our 3rd trade target. He comes in at $5.5 million. I think it'd be easier to trade with the Canucks. Actually, it'd probably be harder to trade with the Canucks than it would be.
Yeah, but I feel like the Canucks should be open to trading considering the situation that they're in. Pittsburgh is kind of in a limbo right now where they still want to make as many playoff runs as possible.
Especially with Sid still there.
And Rickard Rakell will definitely help with that. But DeBrusk is someone that's getting older. The Canucks he doesn't fit their timeline at all anymore.
No.
So, I mean,
there also have been talks about Petey getting moved.
But they want to trade him for Ben Kindle on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and Kindle is not going to move.
Pittsburgh does not want to move him at all. But yeah, I think the Canucks would be easier to trade with as well.
Yeah. Our most outlandish trade target would be Alex DeBrincat, who has 1 year left on his deal at $7.9 million. I think he'd fit in really well with this team.
It would be so nasty to have.
I'd get a DeBrincat jersey.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very unrealistic. It would be a large package, and then Detroit would have to retain some salary.
The only way that I could see it happening is not now, but maybe at the deadline, because let's just say, okay, in an ideal world, Anderson, yes, he's a little bit injury prone, but he's still playing his way through. He can play more of a backup role. Let's say Devin Levi takes the next step, plays a good amount of games. They probably split the crease or so.
Yeah.
Yari plays horrible like usual. We waive Yari because he has a modified no trade, not a no move, so we can waive him.
And I have 9.7.
Someone can take him happily. You have 9.7. You could either go target someone like DeBrincat, someone maybe even more.
I do want them to sign somebody before the season starts.
I agree. I think you have to do something like that Mangiapane thing where you take a risk, and potentially that could be part of the package. Getting back someone. So I think signing someone makes the most sense right now, not trading. But if someone like Frank Vetrano's up for grabs for cheap because they need a cap dump, then I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah. UFC 326 was yesterday. I think it was 326. But Ishan, there was 2 really good. One was hyped up, and then one was a really good fight. So take us to the really good fight.
Okay, so I'm guessing the really good fight was the Paddy fight.
Yeah.
Was it 52 seconds?
Oh, sorry, it was 239. UFC 239. No, it was not 239 either.
Okay, but anyways, Paddy
329. There we go.
Paddy fought, who did he fight?
Pierre, some French guy.
Yeah. Okay, he fought the French guy. 52 seconds in.
He was the underdog as well.
Yeah. So no one believed him, actually. Everyone was doubting him. He got 1 kick to the face that he blocked. And then he immediately went for the grabbed his head, and just put him in the
guillotine.
Yeah.
And just slept him.
And literally just, he didn't even tap out, he slept him.
Yeah,
and then what he said is he asked the ref, he was like, I'm pretty sure this guy's he's out, in his Irish accent. Or was it Scouse accent?
Scouse, I think it's Scouse.
And he asked the ref, and then he's like, yeah, he's done. So then he checked, and then he was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
he called off the fight. 52 seconds in, me and Elise were talking about this, but the fight would happen really fast. And when it got to the fight that everyone was waiting for, the McGregor fight, it was only like 8:30.
Yeah, it was really early in the evening for what I expect UFC fights to be.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing a lot of the fights, I didn't watch the whole card each night. I just watched the Paddy Piblet fight.
If
and
you want us to
Conor
watch it,
McGregor.
you can get to the main card.
Yeah. And the Conor McGregor fight. But I was expecting big things from McGregor. I didn't think he was gonna win, but
I didn't think he was gonna
to go out in the fashion that he did. And so for those of you who did not see the highlights or watch the fight,
there wasn't much of a fight to begin with.
He came in and Ishan and I both said that he didn't look the same.
No, when McGregor walks into the ring, you can feel the presence, and yes, he did his little walk, his swag, but it wasn't the same.
It just felt different.
He looked scared.
And then the fight started, and he came out with a flying kick, and he landed on his right knee, the knee that he had injured that took him out for a large period of time. And after that, he was just done. He threw another knee and he fell over again. And just, that scene in Cars 3?
Yeah.
When it's like, McQueen is fading.
Yeah.
He's fading fast. That's what I felt like.
Honestly, I just felt bad for him.
He just did not look good.
Like, it looked like it was kind of like Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul. It was just like, it's an old man, just like, let him go, like, retire.
He looked like in his, if you want to call it exile from the UFC, but what his time away, he aged.
Yeah.
And he did not age well.
No. And he said we looked back at the fight and they really zoomed in on his injury, and even when he was taking out his shoes for the fight and stuff, he didn't look like he was landing on his feet weird.
No.
Like both the kicks that he tried to throw, it wasn't looking good, and even like Holloway didn't wanna hit him because he didn't want to injure him. Like
he did that to himself.
He was already injured. Like he didn't want to hurt him anymore.
He was asking the ref, like, this guy's injured.
Yeah, you just feel bad.
I don't. McGregor's not a good person. I understand that he brings a certain level of confidence and it's fun to watch his swagger, but he's not a good person.
No, he's not. But
it's tough to see any athlete get injured and at any level, and I do feel bad for him, but I hate to say this, but part of it could be like karma. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff he said in his career.
He makes fun of every
extremely disrespectful.
Yeah.
Extremely disrespectful and
iconic, but very, very disrespectful.
Yeah, and
it comes back to bite you.
It does.
The only other thing of news that I will say, Aaron Donald, welcome back to the Rams, buddy.
It's not confirmed.
It's not confirmed yet. He was seen practicing at.
I think we will be making an announcement next week.
They're talking about a contract. He has to play a minimum of 8 games.
And any playoff games. But 8 games of Aaron Donald plus the playoffs?
He can choose which games he wants to play.
And then the Super Bowl is at SoFi again next year.
It is.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see
Rams going to win the Super Bowl next year. I can't wait.
A lot of stuff to look forward to this week. We have the Home Run Derby tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have semifinal 1, France-Spain on Tuesday. Semifinal 2. And then also on Tuesday is the MLB All-Star Game.
Okay.
On Wednesday is semifinal 2, England-Argentina. And then we have a little bit of a break. Then Saturday is the third place game and then Sunday
for England and France
is your World Cup final.
Spain v Argentina.
It's not happening, but in my perfect world, I want Spain, England in the final.
No, I don't think you want to play France.
I don't want to play France.
Yeah, in my perfect world, I don't mind playing either team. I think I know this is a little bit has a bias to it, but I think either team that comes out of the France v Spain matchup is winning the whole thing.
And that's definitely an opinion. For my score prediction for the semifinal, I'm going 3-2 France in extra time.
Okay.
And for the England game, I'm going 1-1. England wins on penalties.
Interesting. You're gonna be stressing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stressing.
I'm gonna match you. I think it's gonna be 3-2 for Spain in extra time.
Okay.
I don't think it'll go to pens. I think if it goes to pens, Argentina wins. But I'm gonna say I really want to see a high scoring game. Yeah. I don't think it will happen. I want to say like 4-3.
Yeah.
But like I don't think it'll happen. I'll go with like a 2-1, like a basic little 2-1 in an extra time as well.
Okay. And for who's your winner?
Argentina.
Okay. All right. We will see you guys next week. We'll either post the next episode before.
We might do like a little bit of a thing where we did with the Stanley Cup final, where we'd give our little reactions before, and then our reactions
preview,
after.
yeah. Well, we hope you guys have a great week, and we'll catch up with you next week.